The Super Saiyan transformation is the most iconic in anime. No other anime has anything that comes close, but Demon Slayer is taking their shot at it, and I have to say, I like what we're seeing. In the first episode of this new season, we're told that the mark Tanjiro has manifested a few times is something that holds great power for Demon Slayers. A long time ago, a legendary hashira was the first to have a mark, and then it was lost for generations and almost became a myth, which sounds pretty familiar. Legendary Super Saiyan. But what makes this different, and a concept I absolutely love, is that when someone manifests the mark, it's essentially infectious. Others, if the right conditions are met, are then able to activate the ability, which theoretically means you could have a whole bunch of Super Saiyan Hashira in a really short amount of time. The concept of a sort of Super Saiyan virus that spreads and makes others more powerful, that's awesome. And we've already seen it with Mitsuri and Muichiro, which, by the way, Mitsuri trying to explain how she felt in that moment was hilarious. Completely unable to make sense of it at all. And equally hilarious on the other side was Muichiro's recollection of it, because he understood it way too well. He just happened to know his heart rate was 200 beats per minute and his temperature was 102 degrees. Right. The other thing that makes this transformation cool is that you can kind of only know in the moment if you're capable of it. You either adapt or perish when the moment comes, and it's dependent on the individual when their life is on the line. And even if you do succeed in achieving the mark, they clearly allude to anyone who does so meeting some kind of fate, which only adds more intrigue. It's clearly inspired by the Super Saiyan transformation, but adds just enough to make it stand out on its own. And I really like that, but there's a lot more to talk about with this first episode. It is such a cool start and really makes you realize how much you miss watching Demon Slayer action. Watching Obanai and Shinazugawa tearing apart demons left and right is so sick, and with girls being taken, a house full of demons, you have this sense of unease, and you're really wondering what Muzan is planning. Then right in the middle of this demon culling, you see the Infinity Castle portal, and honestly for a second, I thought that was it for him. I legitimately thought, alright, well there goes the Wind and Serpent Hashira, I guess they're screwed. Thankfully, that's not what happened. It's also nice that Master Kaguya and the Hashira immediately understand the ramifications of Nezuko conquering the sun. They instantly deduce that Muzan is going to come after her, and that's where the idea for the Hashira training all begins. And when you think about it, we still know so little of what's happening with her. Is she evolving or reverting? We don't know, but the Hashira are preparing for anything. The other things that stood out about the Hashira meeting was I really want to see what's going on with Gayu. He just dips, and he says he's not like the rest of them. Does he mean he's above them? Does he mean he's beneath them? Again, we don't know, but I want to find out. Surprisingly, I'm kind of digging the Obanai Mitsuri ship, and also I find it really funny that Shinobu only refers to the Hashira with formal titles, but nobody else. Then we get the reunion of our main three characters, and the return of Zenitsu was amazing. He's so excited by the Nezuko revelation, only to have his heart completely shattered. The humor in Demon Slayer has come a long way from season 1, and it hits a lot more than it used to. Except in regards to Haganeska. That bit is so played out at this point. Though, at least we get to see him deliver Tanjiro his new sword. And the bit where they talked about training was really good too. All three of the main characters have different mindsets towards training, and I really like the way Tanjiro put it. You can always pick up something from someone else, and it may save you down the line, like Zenitsu's thunder breathing did for him. And Hashira training begins. Tengen is back, which was really cool, and I wonder if we're going to see any other former Hashira play a big role in this arc. That'd be really cool to see and learn more. Stamina, rapid movement, flexibility, swordsmanship, infinite slashing, and muscle amplification. It's going to be interesting seeing all of these put into action. I really enjoyed this start to the new season. Demon Slayer, let's keep it rolling.